Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to New World Sim Racing, Week 2 of the Pint 6 series from cloudy and possibly wet Nurburgring. Paul is absent today, so I'm going to be running you through this race with my co-commentator and 24-hour of Daytona P2 teammate, Mr. Tiago Alves.
1 second. Welcome, beautiful people. Welcome this beautiful Sunday, which I'm very happy with our results. Chris, you did a wonderful job, by the way, on the 24 Daytona.
Yeah, if anybody missed it, you can go watch the full broadcast on a multitude of channels that we all streamed on. Started P3, finished P2, but we're not here for Daytona 24 Night Racing. We are here for Week 2, Nurburgring Pint Series 6.
This beautiful place.
Yeah, I am excited about this one. There's a forecast of possibly having some rain, so you know what that means.
99% rain and 100% misery of the drivers.
Yeah, it does look like it is raining currently.
Yep.
So we are winding up practice. They've got about 20 seconds of wait time, and then we're going to switch over to qualifying. As usual, split qualifying, 3 different classes. Am first, they get the first 10 minutes, and then they will pit, and the silvers will get the second 10 minutes, and then the pros will go last. We have... It is raining.
Ooh, this will be interesting.
Yeah, so we are going to have the AMs out on track first. It looks like we only have 39 cars today, so far. Down a little bit from Zolder last week. And way less than the 50 cars that are registered. I don't...
Yes, the most impressive thing I believe is on the pro side, there was 2 times sub 2 minutes on rain. That is insane.
Oh, is this what you're seeing in the practice server?
Wait.
Oh. A little bit of game for
No, right here, like on the pre-practice, we had 2 times sub 2 minutes in the rain, which is absolutely impressive for Mr. Warren, Mr. Lewis, Mr. Stassen.
So in chat, they're saying that you are too low, so I'm going to bump you up a little bit in Discord. And we will see what they say. So I have no idea to expect today.
Very true.
Especially in the rain. Turn 1, as we all know, is a pretty tight corner. As Miles would say, there is a lot of skin-on-skin possibility there. So hopefully these guys can behave themselves. There's going to be a driver briefing, I believe, between qualifying and race time. And we're just gonna have a chat with everyone, or not you and I, but in the Discord channel, they're gonna have a chat and kind of let everybody know that you need to take it easy on turn 1 on lap 1 and 2. We don't want to see any big incidents.
Yes, I'm actually very astonished that in Zolder we had incidents, of course, but we have very few incidents in lap 1 in such a tight and short track with a lot of chicanes. So in here, I truly don't know what to expect.
Yeah.
Mass murder or well-behaved people.
Yeah, I think we had one kind of a big pile up towards the back of the field last week. But yeah, other than that, nothing major. A couple bumps here and there, but no massive murders or anything like that. So we're just watching these the AM drivers. We've got Woostenberg is here today. Ryan Cody. I actually have a list of the AM drivers that I can pop up on screen. I can't read it because it's tiny on my 4th monitor. But yeah, my 4th monitor. Weird flex.
Nope.
But those are your AM drivers and what they are driving.
Wait. Who do you think is gonna excel?
I'm not sure because we've got Hans in the Aston, we've got Ryan Cody in the Honda. I raced against. We did this track on Monday for our multi-class Monday, and I raced against Ryan Cody. I was driving the Lexus and he was in the Honda, and he's pretty quick.
True.
I had to make a massive dive on him in order to get past him in the final corner of the last lap.
Massive.
It was dirty. I came from the next continent,
But you made it stick because
but
I
I
still remember.
made it work. There's a little bit of contact, not too much,
I don't think he had that all.
but it was all in good fun.
It was very well spirited, and that's what matters.
We've got Bjorn Duran in the Porsche. I don't know how the Porsche is going to be in the rain. I don't know that I've ever driven in the rain.
I assume it's great because it has a ton of traction. It's very good on exits. I'm assuming, and the Porsche is naturally good in Nurburgring. I'm assuming the Porsches are gonna excel tonight.
Yeah, and all the weight's over that back axle, so you should be able to get, keep the back end planted pretty well.
Yes, like get planted in order to like really get fast out of turns.
And then we have Richard Scobie also in the Porsche, number
True.
21.
New guy, first season rookie.
We haven't seen any times come in yet. We're about halfway through their qualifying, so somebody needs to... Oh, there we go. Ryan Cody with the first one on the board, 2033.
Interesting.
So we'll see where everybody stacks up against him. Hans is taking a detour. Maybe he's got his pressures wrong or something like that. Needs to get that fixed.
Yeah, I think he chose to go there.
Scott Chin and his Aston Martin.
Sorry to interrupt. I may throw my welcome to Movana, Blaine, Victor, Bruno Fantozzi, which raced with us in Daytona 24 as well. Did a great job in the Porsche.
Yep.
Mr. Miller, awesome as well. Enrique, you welcome people.
So Fantasy still sitting in the pit, but he ran the 24-hour Le Mans, which ended what 3 hours ago, and now here he is.
Daytona.
Yeah, 24 hours of Daytona. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And here he is again. So David Miller's got a time in the Lexus, a 2043, and then Bjorn has put in a time of 2054. So about a second between each of the three drivers that have a valid lap in. We're still waiting for Han, Scott Chin. Looks like John Wright is on his out lap.
Oh damn! Ryan Cody actually is doing very well on the Honda.
Yeah, well, Ryan Cody is getting training because of the Honda from Mr. Nick Alvarado. So he's cheating.
He is cheating.
So we take all Ryan's stuff and we throw it out the window. It doesn't count.
Yeah. Yeah, like I'd love to give him credit, but he's cheating, so take all the credit away. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mr. Miller gaining some in his previous lap.
Yeah, Miller 3/10 up.
I smell a challenge.
Man, I do like me some Lexus though.
Really? How beautiful is that? Wait.
It's a great car. So much fun to drive.
It sounds beautiful as well.
That's one of my favorite things about driving that car is it just sounds angry all the time.
Yeah. Very mean sound. Yeah, agree with that. Ooh, actually beautiful. Okay.
Yep.
So
So
we'll
we're,
try this car in the future.
yeah, just give it a whack every once in a while. See how it goes. It's one of those big motor, front engine, rear wheel drive cars, so it can get away from you in a hurry.
Oh yeah.
But he's still up 3/10. I mean, it's not going to put him above Ryan Cody, but it's going to get him to about 204 flat. He lost about a tenth in that final corner, but he will improve to a 204.1. Bjorn is down on his time. Scotchin is invalid. Hans is also invalid.
Yes.
John Wright is on a valid lap. Yeah, the rain is going to throw off a lot of these AM drivers.
Yeah, it's hard. Like, rain's hard for everyone, but rain requires such an experience to drive. Like, you have to set up your car well. You have to really know how to behave.
Yeah, I try to avoid rain races as much as possible. If I see a rain race, I go, oh man, really? Come on.
Yes, it is hard.
Because I'm not good and it requires a lot of concentration, which I'm not good at.
True as well.
Ooh, Dave Miller, 4/10 up
Okay.
on his next side. We'll see what John Wright does as he comes across the line here.
Oh, he threw it away.
John Wright into P6 with a 2:08.6. Bjorn Duran, 3/10 up currently.
Okay. To run P3, great result from the Porsche.
Yep. Running that beautiful livery
Oh, I love Mantai livery.
with
Love
about
that
with
stuff.
about 18 names on that car.
No, 6.
Because there's
We
what,
thought.
4, and then you guys added 4.
Yeah, it has the original Nurburgring 24-hour team, which is Christensen, Kern, Matteo Cairoli, Kevin Hester. So I added mine, Bjorn Turan, and Nico Hoot.
There you go.
7 names, like that's normal, right?
Sure. I mean, for a 24-hour, yeah, you would think so. I
Yeah,
mean, we do
I think
24 hours with 5 people.
true.
Maybe we're just
Which is
that good.
normal as well.
So David
We do
Miller
have Kevin Hester.
David Miller improves to 2:03.9. So he's getting closer to Cody, but he still needs like 6/10 to catch him.
Yeah, his last lap around, he threw a lot of time away. I think he has a lot on stock to put on these laps.
Yep.
He just have to nail it.
Scobie improves to 2:05.1, so he's right behind Bjorn. They're about 4/100ths apart.
Yo, look at Miller.
And that's the end of AM qualifying, so they're gonna get to finish whatever lap they are on, and then they are done. But yeah, Dave Miller's 3/10 up, sitting at a 2:03.9 right now, so 3/10 is not gonna be enough.
No.
Especially because Ryan Cody has found 3/10.
Oh yeah.
John Wright, 2 whole seconds up
Hey.
as he comes around the final corner. So that'll get him to about a 2:06.5,
Yeah.
which will move him into probably 5th. Yep, so that's going to move him into P5, 2:06.528. Yeah, Dave Miller has found 5.5 tenths, but so has Ryan Cody.
Yeah. Oh, 202 on wets.
2:02.895.
I'm convinced. Okay.
He may be up into some silvers. If we're not careful. Dave Miller up 6/10 now. Oh, he's losing a little bit there.
Yeah, I think we have our final standings for the M group.
See how he attacks this chicane. Taking it kind of easy there into the final corner.
Do it.
A little bit of understeer there. This car does tend to understeer quite a bit. He's picked up 8/10 now. So this is going to move him into P2 with a 2:03.1. So nice lap from David Miller
Whoa.
on his
Oh, look at Hans.
Hans Wustenberg P3.
Woo.
Very nice.
There.
He snuck that one in there, and then he got jumped by David Miller.
Great job. Whoa.
So some
I like
pretty,
this class.
pretty good times. 2:02.8 down to a 2:07.8.
Damn. Those are some fast boys right there.
There you go. Got some silvers out on the track now. Give you your silver driver list. Anybody in the chat wants to take a look at that. Pick a favorite driver, favorite car. Barricade win the next 24-hour. Man, I have no idea. The next endurance race on the iRacing schedule is the Petit Le Mans 10 Hours of Road Atlanta,
Oof.
which will be interesting. But I'm waiting to see, because they're going to release the next season of all the series, right? Pretty soon.
True. VRS, Creventic, everything in between.
Yeah, so I'm waiting to see what they have for the VRS Endurance Series, the 24 hours. What the next season has. So those are your silver drivers.
Do we have something on the 24-hour bucket list that we still have to do? We did Spa, Nurburgring, Le Mans.
Well, we did the 1 24-hour Le Mans with that other community. I would like to do an actual sanctioned iRacing one.
Okay, true.
I want to do an endurance race on Road America if they ever have one.
Oh, I'd be down for that.
And I would like to redo Sebring and get an actual finish this time.
Please, this is my biggest failure. I
I-
have to have a good result there.
Considering our Spa and our Daytona performances, I feel like we can do way better on Sebring.
Mm-hmm. It's a great track, and I think we are very good in there.
Man, Lukey's livery. I love it and I hate it at the same time. It hurts my brain.
Oh, wait. Let me see. Oh, it's like the Doppler effect. So.
Yeah, it makes me think of, you know, when you see metal workers working with like Damascus steel or something like that, and it's got all those wavy lines. That's what it makes me think of.
It's kind of beautiful. It's like,
Yeah,
it's like a good.
as somebody who drives ugly cars, I love it. But when I look at it, I think it's the black lines with the pink barely peeking out. It's like an optical illusion, and it hurts my brain.
Yeah, it's like those old TVs. Do you remember those old TVs that had like some some problems of like frequency and shit?
Oh yeah.
It's like that.
Oh, there's Pennycook. Okay, we have Chris Pennycook with us today. He missed last week with a bad knee. Went to go see a doctor. He's here today
Great.
from the
Hope he's well.
949 community,
Welcome, welcome, welcome.
driving the BMW. Dimitri Dorsch's with the time 2:02.4
Ooh.
in his Castrol Ferrari.
Oh, beautiful.
So we have two Ferraris up front. We also have Richard Wan.
Oh.
So it looks like a Ferrari fight in the silver category. We have Saavedra sitting P4 in that Bentley with that beautiful Bunetix livery on it.
Beautiful.
Which I'm a big fan of the way it looks. I don't know that I would split it like that.
Yeah.
I mean,
Seems like he mashed like two levers into one.
yeah. If it was all one color with that type of a style, it'd be great.
Yeah.
But the split color, I'm not with.
Yeah. Especially with the red in the between, like no.
Here's your boy Victor Lady, sitting P7 currently. In his Lamborghini.
Oh, you said lady. I thought it was like lady.
He might be a lady. I don't judge. No, Victor's a great guy. Came into all of our chats.
Yeah, even though he's a thug, he's an awesome guy.
Such a good guy.
It's Leite.
Lechi. I'm sorry. I'm gonna butcher people's names. I'm from Middle America. I'm from Oklahoma. I can't talk. Okay, so P8. Who is that? I'm gonna let you do it because you have the accent.
Is it Marcel? Marcelo Ramon.
Is it not Marcello?
No, it's not.
Marcelo?
Italian.
See,
Marcelo.
and I don't know.
Yeah.
But he is currently sitting P8 in the Audi.
Yep. Oh.
That's gonna be fun to drive in the rain.
Awesome.
Did Dorcius just get promoted from AM2? Man, I don't know. I raced with Dorcius the other day,
He good.
and he pretty much left me behind. Same with Victor. Like, I tried to chase them down on Nurburgring on Monday. I couldn't catch him.
Oh, I don't know if you're seeing this. They are pretty much like not together. Like I mean, they formed up a group of training. They're practicing together, and all of them together are getting better. And I love to see this.
Really? Okay, I don't know who Diana is. Like, what is that link?
Oh no! Please don't be suspicious pics.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
So, that's your one warning?
It's a bot, most probably.
Yeah. Okay, so Dorsch's P1, Juan is 4, almost 5/10 up. No, he's losing some time, though. But if he can hold what he's got, that'll be... Oh, snap! It's Brian Yang just subbed. Thanks, Brian.
Brian! Thank you, my brother. Can't wait to share a card with you in iRacing again.
Part of the P3 Spa 24 in the
Yes.
MS Paint car.
Beautiful stuff.
Victor up in P3 with a 2028.
Ooh,
So he's found some pace in that broken Audi.
that's my brother right there. So proud.
Ryan Cody's still P4 with his time. Lukey's up 3/10. Oh.
I am thinking Cody's gonna be ahead, even ahead of some pros.
You think the pros are going to be above a 202?
Not all, but I think at least one or two pros are gonna be below that.
Are you talking about Paul Miles? Don't talk about Paul like that. That's
I would
mean.
never. First of all, because I'm afraid of that dude, I feel like he could probably kill me at any moment if he actually, like, got face to face. And two, I love this dude. He's actually very good in wet driving.
He's a
Yeah,
giant teddy bear. Don't let him fool you.
teddy bear.
Lukey 6. Oh, I think Lukey lost it. Where'd he go?
Ooh.
Lukey is parked the wrong direction.
Oh.
So that is. Oh, he was 6/10 up too. That would have moved him quite a bit.
No. I see Saavedra 4/10 up, which will throw him up in P3. Let's see if he can keep it. Where is he on the track?
He has just gone through the hairpin. He is right behind Chris Pennycook.
Finishing Dunlop curve, entering Schumacher S.
There we go. Let's do a quick run through the track map with Mr. Thiago Alves.
Sounds good. Do you want me to do it with Saavedra? Oh, he just parked the car. Choose another one.
Nope, I've got the track map up on the screen.
Oh, let's do that. We start into Yokohama S for the 24-hour layout, which can become Hopped, which is pretty much a hook, or Yokohama curve, depending on what you want to see. Going into 2, 3, and 4, which is Mercedes Arena. The 24 layout doesn't have it. It cuts straight into the next straight, which leads into Ford and Valvoline turns, leading you to that straight going into Dunlop curve, which is that hairpin on the end. Going up the hill into Schumacher S. After that, Michelin, and then Warsteiner, which is very important turn because leads to a huge straight. Going into Advenbogen. The GP layout uses NGK chicane, as the image says, but in the GP track, it is called Vidal chicane. Going into the next turn, which to the left will be the Nordschleife in Sabine Schmidt's turn, but to the right, which we use, is Coca-Cola turn, and that's a lap into the Nurburgring GP Strecke.
Man, your track name knowledge blows my mind. The fact that you can name every turn on the Nordschleife, I don't understand it.
Almost. Only about 90% of the Nordschleife I can actually name. There's a little bit more that I have to learn.
So we have the most pros on the track. We have a couple silvers and a couple AMs, and then we have a ton of pro drivers. Because this community has gotten so fast that everybody's gonna end up in pro.
Yes, at some point.
And there's nobody in pro that we can drop down to silver because any one of them could win on any given day.
Yeah, they'll probably dominate silver, so it's not fair.
Yeah, so we are kicking around the idea of making a gold category. As everybody checks up going into the final corner. They're parking on the track. Come on, fellas.
Oh no.
You're pros. Space out a little bit.
Damn.
I mean, granted, they only
More people coming.
they only have 7 minutes to get a lap in, so they're trying to get themselves spaced out.
Okay. Yeah. Bringing the attention to Mr. Nicolas Alvarado, which raced in this span period of Saturday, Sunday, 10 hours of Silverstone, 2 races of 30 minutes in ACCSS, 24 hours of Daytona, and now he's doing 1 hour Nurburgring. Straight up monster.
All in a potato.
All on a potato computer, like about to explode at any second.
He is an absolute madman.
He's a madman.
I
He
thought
has no energy.
I drove a lot for work. This guy drives more in hobby stuff than I do at work.
Probably, yeah. He's mad. And mad fast as well.
And he's consistently fast no matter what he drives. He can do 10 hours of Silverstone in an Aston Martin and then jump over and do an LMP2 in iRacing and still be fast.
Absurdly fast. He has the fastest lap of Daytona 24.
Yeah.
Or
Thank,
19, no.
thank you for the follow, Brojo.
Thank you, Brojo.
Welcome to a New World Sim Racing. That is Weeb AF. You are absolutely correct. Thank you for following Dr. Nailbender80.
Thank you, sir. Okay, how are we looking? People finishing their laps very shortly.
Mike Jackson with the first time in. With a 2013 in his McLaren.
Woo!
These guys are all going to throw laps in, so we're just going to wait and see where they'll kind of trickle out before we start just talking about lap times.
Alright, that's absurd. First flying 201.
Yeah, John Jorgensen with a 2011.
What?
But you got two McLarens out front.
Ooh.
Followed by a GTR
Oh, yeah, but that's an alien
of
GTR.
James Warren.
Yeah. I believe he's like an esports guy, very fast, like very fast.
I feel like we have a lot of esports guys.
Yeah, some people on the caliber, some actually are esports guys.
Cheers, Double O Raven recommended. You're welcome.
Oh, Raven, I think he races with us. What's his name again?
Yeah, we have so many people I can't remember everybody's stream stuff, so you'll have to remind me so we can give him a shout out.
I'm gonna get his stream right now. I followed this dude.
Oh, John Wright. Okay. Yeah.
Yes. True.
I should have known that. He drives the car that we always mistake for being the Spider-Man car.
I don't understand that.
Because I'm 8.
So I'm 6. Let's go.
The John Wright car on screen now. When I look at that car,
Oh no.
I can't help but not think Spider-Man.
Let me see.
It's not Spider-Man, man. No.
I don't know what to tell you.
I don't know.
Mike Jackson is 8 tenths up. If he puts this in, he's at a 2-minute .5.
This man's absurd. Oh.
2-minute .5. There it is. There's the bar.
Wait, it's not Spider-Man.
Dude, I'm telling you.
I don't.
Carl
I'm skeptical.
Carl Big 4 tenths up. He's in there with a 202 flat. As he crosses the line, he jumps into P5 with the 2016.
Ooh,
Mr. Blackout putting it down.
okay, I see you.
Doesn't have a team name. Just running as himself.
Yep. I just forgot to call the attention for the fact that Joe Server was unable to put a valid lap. So even though he's a silver, he's gonna start from the back of the back.
Okay. That's not due to any penalty or anything like that. That is just not being able to complete a valid lap in the rain.
Yes.
Dude, Nurburgring is hard enough. I'm not good at Nurburgring. I can't imagine doing an hour in the rain at Nurburgring. I would pull what's left of my hair out.
Yeah, city is tough. Prince, oh my god, my English is deteriorating. Mainly because of Schumacher S. Like any track with fast turns, it's harder on rain, in my opinion. But Nürburgring's actually decent to do on rain for some reason. Like it's not the worst. There's worse tracks.
I'm terrible at Sector 1. Mainly Turn 2.
Mercedes Arena.
I can never do that corner correctly, ever.
That place has a million lines, to be honest. There's a million ways to do it, and they have the same result.
So John Jorgensen's a little bit... Everybody's just a little bit up on their time. Carl Big is the most improved so far at half a second. which will jump him quite a bit.
Being completely honest, I don't think Mike Jackson loses.
Carl able to eat those chicanes in that Bentley. He is 6, he is 7, he is 8 tenths up right now. If he can hold it. There he is with a 2-minute .9. John Jorgensen with a 2-minute .8. Mike Jackson 2-minute .5. So we've got 3 guys with a 2-minute lap. They're going to have time for about one more, depending on where they are. Yes. Alvarado was up a tenth, but he's lost most of that.
I think up to number 27.
Bruno is 7 tenths up, coming around the final corner. In his Ferrari. Jumps to P5.
Whoa, what a lap. Once again, Bruno Fantozzi was with us in another team, of course, in the 24 of Daytona. He ran GTE Porsche, and now he's here.
Yep. Absolute madman.
Madman. He actually practiced it right after. He shut down Daytona. He started practicing here. That's crazy.
And you were going to race, but you like hanging out with me so much that 24 hours just isn't enough.
I don't think I want to see my wheel for another 6 years or so.
I'm sitting here staring at mine. I'm trying to look over it. I'm looking past it.
Yes. I don't want to drive too soon.
Yeah, Billingsley is 4 tenths up. That'll jump him up to P4 if he can hold it. Oh, he's gained even some more time there.
Ooh.
As he comes down the hill through the kink.
Billingsley is having something?
Yeah, he's 5 tenths up right now.
With the Matteo Cairoli livery, I can't believe it. Love to see it.
As time expires, he picks up another tenth or so through the final corner. He is 7 tenths up. And that's gonna. Ooh, he edges out Carl Big to take the 3rd podium spot.
Right, that's a banger.
That was a good lap.
Yeah.
Blaine 3 tenths up.
Nicolas Alvarado, I see him struggling a bit. Maybe that's because he has 0 energy on the body.
Oh, Blaine's lost 2 tenths. Or no, he's still 4 tenths up as he's coming down the hill. Heading into the chicane. See if he can make it through with that Audi. Avoid the curbs.
Go.
Into the final corner.
Finish it. He got some time.
Yep, he's going to jump probably up in front of Alvarado. Yep, into P8, but Alvarado is also 5 tenths up coming to the chicane.
Alvarado may have a banger.
Thanks for the follow, Russie B.
Welcome. Alvarado missed Coca-Cola turn. No.
Yeah, he just dumped. Well, no, he's picking back up. He got a really good exit. He got an amazing exit. And he's going to jump.
He gains time? What?
Into P. That's the Honda power, baby.
What?
And he sends it into turn. Nice.
Man, I hit the apex beautifully and I lose like 7 seconds to this dude. He missed the apex and gains like 4 tenths. How is this possible?
I do. That's Nick Alvarado. He's a magician.
I feel like the worst driver in the world watching this.
No. So your starting grid: Mike Jackson, John Jorgensen, Greg Billingsley on your podium. Carl Big, Alvarado, Stasiv, Warren, Fantozzi, Blaine Hall, Dylan Sauer, who we didn't even mention, is your top 10. Louis Castro, Sam Saniga on his controller.
Yes.
Mr. Paul Miles, one of our teammates from the Daytona 24.
In my opinion, good result from us.
Yep. Yep, P13. He'll be pretty happy with that.
Yeah.
Vicini, P14. And then we get our first silver in P15 with Juan, and then Dorcius. Dylan Beveridge P17. Andrew Rados, Max Diggs, Victor Leachy,
Good one.
and then Ryan Cody
Oh,
in P21 ahead of quite a few silvers and Eric Groom, who still driving the Ryder for some reason. I guess because he hates himself. I don't know.
must be.
Dave Miller, Hans Wilsenberg, Riley in P30.
Never saw this, man.
We picked up quite a few cars since practice.
Oh yeah.
There's Penny Cook, Reese Chamilio, Dave Chamilio from the 10 hour, Kyle Cassette, P34.
There we go. There we have it.
We're gonna zoom up to the front of the grid here while we wait. Thank you for the follow, Hound, who is one of my good friends. I've known him for quite a long time.
Ooh, howdy, welcome.
Good guy, lives in Florida. Don't judge him for that.
Florida man follows sim racing channel.
Over grid lock here. Oh, we just got dropped.
Oh wow, this writer looks atrocious.
Now,
Sorry.
Tiago, one thing I noticed is it is still raining,
Wait.
but the rain is going to increase in 10 minutes.
Ooh.
So it's going to get worse.
That's actually interesting because you have to start with wets, but they'll also overheat. So the decision about pressures will be very tough because if you overpressure, you start burning them and then you have no tires at the end. If you start very low, you have no grip on the start and then it'll pick up. So
Yeah, tire management is going to be interesting for the first 10-15 minutes or so.
honestly, I don't know what I will do. Like, I don't know. Truly don't know.
I would do probably about 5 laps and then start crying whenever it started to rain even more. Look at these 949 guys. Man, those cars look really good. Together on track.
What's the name?
Chris Pennycook and I believe it's Shane Reese.
Ah, that those look good. I do admit it. Those look awesome. BMW. Love the BMW. Oof. Okay, I'm convinced.
Let me get back onto my TV cam here. I don't know what that start was, but people are confused. They are sorting themselves. What are they doing?
Yeah. I don't know what's happening. Like, we never had this problem in road sim racing before, but now people get confused, like which side they are, like who's in front of you.
I think everybody's freaking out about the rain, and they're forgetting the start procedure and everything they need to be doing.
Yeah, that's very odd. Hopefully they figure this out before Van Bogen.
Yeah. So we have 2 McLarens out front, Mike Jackson, John Jorgensen. Those guys are both going to be rapid. Billingsley and Carl Big. And, Nick Alvarado's not going to want to ride around. He's going to want to get that Honda power going.
Lucky, welcome.
Hound can't wait to see some wrecks. Yeah, it's probably going to happen.
Hang tight because you're served.
Tiago's going to be busy looking at replays.
Yep. Whole time.
As they round the hairpin. They are bunching up at the hairpin for some reason. Like, did we forget how to do this? What is going on here? Got guys just kind of scattered everywhere.
They're absurdly confused. And it's only like half the grid down, like half the grid up, it seems like decently organized. Oh my god. If this was iRacing, people would be dead left and right.
Yep, another bunching up, going up the hill.
Oh
I mean, your name has a number next to it. Just put them in numerical order.
Yeah.
Come
Oh,
on.
they're double filing it.
Yeah, double filing it. Gonna get them all nice and bunched up.
Oh my god, whose livery is this? Dylan Beverage's livery is beautiful. What?
Yeah, he sent that to me today. That's a pretty neat livery.
Okay, I'm convinced.
It's ocean conservation, I believe.
Oh wow, I actually love this combination of colors, like black, blue, and white. Looks so good together.
All right. Double filed really early. Coming through the chicane here.
Are they decently organized? Let's take a look.
Yeah, I feel like Mike Jackson's going to get very squared away. He's going to hold a pretty steady pace here.
I'm looking at the back of the grid, seems very organized right now.
All right, everybody. Hold on to your hats. Here we go.
Here comes madness, people!
Green light. We are underway. Jackson gets a great run. Carl Big absolutely shooting up the outside. Billingsley tucks in on the inside.
Some overshoots.
The Mike is away clean. Carl Big up into P2, so he jumps 2 spots on the start. Jorgensen loses one. Billingsley is losing as well. Looks like Stasiv up into P3, or no, P4.
Fairly clean start. I don't see contact.
Listen, if you had Paul Miles yell at you before the race, you would stay clean too.
Yes.
We got one car that is straggling way behind. Do we know who that is?
334 is Kyle Cassette, silver driver.
Did he have an incident? Because he is way back there. And there's a car. Brian Curzon is also by himself.
Driving forward, quickly.
Yeah, we got a 156 and a 76 incident.
Oh my god.
As we wait for our live timing to figure its stuff out. Thanks, Kunos.
Awesome job, Kunos.
Mike Jackson is away. He's almost pulled out a 1 second lead already. Thank you for the follow, SOP Motorsport.
Kyle Cassette started from the pits.
Oh, Kyle Cassette starting from the pits. Fair enough. Probably a good idea at Nurburgring in the rain.
May not be. Actually, the start was so clean, so I'd say not.
Yeah.
Maybe in normal circumstances, but New World's so clean that it never works to start on the pits.
I mean, when you come to New World Sim Racing, you get clean lap 1.
Yeah.
So your running order right now, Mike Jackson, Carl Big, who has taken 2 spots up into P2. John Jorgensen, P3. Stasa, P4. Billingsley, 5. Fantazzi, P6. Alvarado's up into P7. Sauer, 8. Warren, 9. Blaine Hall looks like he has passed Dylan Sauer just now. Sauer and Saniga are going to go side by side into turn 1. Saniga in that big old Bentley. Sauer gets bumped from behind. I think that's Castro that got into the back end of him. Castro is sitting still in turn 1. Doing what he's supposed to, but he needs to get that car moving because now he's just a roadblock.
Sorry, who was stopped?
That was Louis Castro. Got into the back end of... Looked like Dylan Sauer in turn 1. And then Castro parked the car, thinking that's what you're supposed to do when you're in an incident. You're supposed to just stop the car. But he was pointing in the right direction. He just should have kept going. And he was basically a roadblock.
Let me see what happened to Castro.
Nick Alvarado up into P7, right behind Fantazzi. Let's see if he has a look going up the hill. We can get a better run out of Schumacher S. And content to sit back there for right now.
Louis Castro punted someone in turn 1, lap 2.
You have a replay on that one?
Wait, I'm trying to find who was it.
It was Dylan Sauer.
Oh. In this case, I do have a replay.
Uh-oh, my replay's broken. Nope, there we go. We're alive.
Yes, as he enters turn 1, he misses and boom.
Oh
hits the guy
no.
twice.
Yep.
Once. And
Spins
then,
him and then T-bones him.
there he goes.
That will do it. Oh, we got some action back here in P2021. We got Rados, Riley. They are bunched up together. Dorcius and Reese are in there as well with Woostenberg. Hans mixing it up. Shane Reese from 949. All over the back of Dimitri Dorcius. Going to look around the inside. Let's see if he can outbrake that Ferrari with that BMW.
Outbreak in the rain
I
is always...
I don't know. Dorcius keeps it around the outside and keeps the position. You're driving from Dimitri. So Dylan Sauer has dropped back to P17 from that bump.
Look how bunched up is the pack.
I mean, and pretty fairly clean. I mean, we're only up to 8 incidents so far, and I think most of those, other than the Dylan Sauer one, were probably pretty light, you know, door banging type of stuff.
Yeah.
But Dylan Sauer trying to work his way back through the pack right now. Nick Alvarado still all over the back of Fantasia there.
Ooh, that's a dangerous guy to have behind. Nicolas Alvarado gained some position since the start, huh?
Yeah, he's moved up a couple. I can't remember where he started at.
I believe he was near P10 at the start.
Yeah, Max Diggs and P15 right behind Victor. And that all-black Aston as he chases down Victor in his his Lamborghini. I'm sorry, almost called it a BMW. Might as well be.
Yeah, same weight actually. Bruno Fantozzi, rookie, but doing fairly well. P6 in his first season with New World.
Well, you say rookie. He's in the pro category, but he is fast. So he's new to the community, but he ain't no rookie.
Yes, on Sim Racing, definitely not. He's
No.
rookie in New World Sim Racing.
Little bit of weaving, trying to break the toe of Alvarado there. Can't.
One move is allowed.
Yep, can't do that more than once, but that's fine. But Alvarado now has Warren behind him. In that big old GTR. Dylan Beveridge trying to make it around the outside of Vicini for P11. In that big old blue and white Bentley.
Beautiful Bentley though. Beautiful.
The livery is fantastic.
Amazing.
A great looking car.
I am looking very closely to Alvarado, Warren, and Fantozzi. 3 fast boys bunched up.
Yeah, I think Nick Alvarado is getting frustrated.
Yes. And tired.
Yeah, he's napped here and there. I don't think he slept for very long. Benito Garza back in P22, right behind Ryan Cody. We have Saavedra in the pit in P23. Did he have an incident? Car number 8. 33 and 88. Who is that?
For some reason, it's taking ages for me to
Yep,
to load. Sorry.
that's because of the liveries that we run.
Um,
Carl Big is making a move on Mike Jackson. He is all over the back end of that McLaren. As they go into the chicane, you couldn't be any closer. Carl, horrible onto the chicane, jumps over the, I guess you could call them sausages, but not quite.
like turtles or something like that. We have those in Brazil.
But oh my gosh, Mike Jackson has no time to relax.
I'm looking at Saavedra. I think he's betting in a huge undercut. Or he has like 4 tires.
Yeah, the track is greasy now. So, good luck finding any grip. We got Warren going on the inside. The Warren has gotten past Nick Alvarado and is now trying to make way past Fantasia around the outside of turn 2, which is a long way to go. Samsoniga is getting into this battle, so you've got a big old four-way. And not too far back is Blaine Hall.
This can get spicy very quickly, very quickly.
So how did Warren get past Nick?
Let's bring that.
Oh, we got a car off. That looks like that might be Kyle Cassette. Yeah, Kyle Cassette I think had an off. And these guys went by. I'm not sure who that car is that's off the track. Is that Chameleon? Yep, Dave Chameleon had an off as well. Oh, we've got a big issue with the 949 guys.
What happened?
Looks like Penny Cook and whoever's in the Lex, David Miller. I think David Miller got into an incident with the BMWs.
Oh.
Carl Big is off the track. What is going on right now?
I don't think the overtake matters anymore. Let's go.
Why is this broken every time? Okay, I got your replay up.
No, like, oh, I sorry.
Oh, did you close it already? Okay.
I called it, but now it doesn't matter anymore. People are dying left and right.
I cannot keep track of what is going on. Because all of a sudden Carl Big is in P5. I guess he ran wide somewhere.
Oh, Carl Big was P2.
Yeah.
Find that out.
I am not sure what happened there. We are up to 14 incidents already. And we just started.
I got these replay. Oh.
Alright, it's gonna take just a second for it to decide to populate. Okay.
Yes. Carl Big enters Michelin. And he gets snap oversteer on the curve.
Oh no.
Oh. Lightly, but he does make the wall. Now going to Warsteiner, he rejoins quickly and safely.
Yeah, that's about where I caught him. So Warren is very defensive against Nick Alvarado, but also trying to make a move on Fantazi. He's been alongside, trying to go the long way around. Which looks like that's what Nick is trying to do.
He may open some doors doing that. Be careful.
And Samsoniga and Blaine Hall are just sitting back waiting for these guys to kill each other. They're gonna gobble up those free positions.
I see a bunch of aliens packed together. This is fear.
These 5 guys, P7 through, or no, P6 through 10, are nose to tail.
Oof.
And then if you look a little, oh, hello, Spinalla. That kind of scared me a little bit. And if you look up, you can find P2, 3, 4, and 5 all bunched together.
Ooh.
So you've got
Once back.
Yeah, he's not gonna waste any time. So you've got a little pack of 4, and then you've got about a 3-second gap, and then you got a big old pack of 5, and then you've got a couple second gap, and then you've got another pack of people. So
The back did spread a bit, but the front's packed.
Yeah, it's packed up, and you've got a couple little battles like Dylan Beveridge on Vicini here, or 11th and 12th. And then if you go back to 15th, you can find Dylan Sauer trying to get past Max Diggs.
Ooh. And
Victor trying to chase down Riccardi.
Mike Jackson's running away like Verstappen today.
Yeah, Mike Jackson, he had Carl Big on his tail, but then Carl had that snap oversteer, and it's just allowed Mike to scoot.
He's running away for his life with no pressure, clean air. He just has to run the best laps of his life, not to get in trouble.
Yep. And it looks like, is that Stasov in front of Jorgensen?
Stasov got it?
Yeah, so Stasov have gotten past Jorgensen recently. And now Billingsley and Carl Big are behind him.
Oh, Samsoniga dropped that back.
So these guys are catching up to
Hey,
Dylan Beveridge.
that back. Fantasy speed 10.
Yeah, Fantazi has dropped. I don't know if Warren got a little too excited. What car is he? Car 34? Yeah, we have 34 and 66, an incident between those two. So that's going to be Warren and Fantazi. So I imagine Warren probably went for a move and Fantazi didn't like it. Carl Big is going to try to make a move on Billingsley. Coming down the hill through the kink. Billingsley driving down the middle of the track. Carl looking left, looking right. Nowhere to go. Tucks back in. Oh, Jorgensen is off. Jorgensen has had an incident and is now going into the pit, but he hit the wall hard. So Jorgensen is going to drop. I don't know if he got punted.
Spinala.
Yes, Spinala. I'm sorry, I have not looked at chat yet. At all. Because, holy cow, this race. Apex, this league is not invite only. This is week 2. We put out an announcement about a week before the league started. I did one post on Reddit, and we filled the 50-car grid within a week. And we went up from our typical 30 normal car, grid that we normally have. And yeah, one Reddit post, and we filled the rest of the grid. But yeah, join the Discord. As soon as this series is over, we will take probably about a 3 or 4 week break, and then we will start another one. And it is open to anybody.
I got replay.
You got a replay. Let me grab our replay scene here. So they're coming down the main street. Yep.
Main straight, Bruno Fantozzi side by side with Warren. They had a great accident in Coca-Cola. They just touched slightly.
Oh.
And Bruno Fantozzi has nowhere to go. And also spins.
Oh, then he also spun it, yeah.
The late spin was kind of odd, but I'm guessing his front is jacked after the contact.
But yeah, Warren didn't lose as much as Fantozzi did. Because Warren is still in P7.
And I'm guessing Fantozzi is carrying mad damage for that. Hitting the front is no.
Oh yeah. Can you find out what happened to Jorgensen?
Of course I can.
Because he died going through the chicane. I don't know if somebody hit him or if he just caught a curb or something like that, but when I cut to him, he nosed into the wall. And he is in and out of the pit already.
Ooh, just damage?
Well, he's cleared his pit stop, so he
he
must have taken tires as well, yeah. Yeah, if you're going to go in and fix damage, you might as well just go ahead and pit, fill the car, get your tires. We are going to have more rain here soon. We got a yellow flag somewhere. Looks like a single car off.
Got a replay?
I really wish this would populate quicker. Okay, replay is up. Jorgensen is coming down the hill into the chicane. The car just let go, the back end. Yeah.
I'm guessing he just enjoyed the trip and finished it up on the pit.
It might be that liftoff oversteer. Welcome to the Discord, Apex. Glad to have you.
Welcome, Apex.
So Carl Big is back up into P2. Nick Alvarado, P3.
Ooh, climbing.
So I think we might have had some people pit. Mike Jackson is in the pit. Why is Mike Jackson in the pit in almost last place? He was leading. What is going on here?
I'm guessing he didn't like his tires. Let me see if he had an off or something like that.
Is his car number 63? I'm gonna check our incident sheet here. 63. I don't see any incident involving his car. But he is in last place now.
What?
So hopefully it's not an IRL issue or something like that. Sorry, I was still in replay screen. Whoops. Oh, Jackson crashed a few laps ago, according to Fried VR in chat. Really, he was leading the race and his game crashed. Or did he crash his car? He crashed his car then, okay.
Yeah, I'm looking at his lap right now. Let's see if I can find something.
Because it doesn't show anything on our incident tracker. So it must have been a solo.
Oh, got it.
Oh, lovely.
Replay.
Alright, I am bringing you up. Alright, you are live.
Getting into the Schumacher S, he just loses it. McLaren thinks.
So the same thing that happened to John Jorgensen in his McLaren. It's just the back end letting go. Possibly on liftoff.
What? I'm guessing his steering wheel was destroyed by the... Oh, rejoin! Whoa.
I mean, it's quicker to drive it than to tow it, right? Most of the time?
100%. 2 minutes is a normal lap, and he was not far from the pit, so I'm guessing he
Uh,
chose that.
Lukey trying to run down Shane Reese here, but runs a little bit wide. Going into the, whatever that grandstand thing. I can't remember the term name. The team or the
Mercedes Arena?
turn name. Yeah, that one. You apply it at simracing.gp. If you go to the Discord and you go to the accept application or whatever it is channel, post in there and we'll get it. Probably me because nobody else does anything around here. Eric Groom is chasing down Benito Garza in that Ryder. I cannot imagine driving the Ryder in these conditions.
Can I do the sound aid?
Yeah, do whatever you gotta do. Yeah, that's disgusting.
Yep.
So Alvarado, Suniga, Blaine Hall, Greg Billingsley going down into turn 1. Everybody getting it shut down in time. Got Warren in the pit.
Stasev's leading. Who would have thought?
Yeah, Stasov has picked up the lead because Mike Jackson crashed.
What a job.
Dylan Beveridge still trying to get by Vicini to move up into P8, and now they're fixing to pick up Paul Miles, Max Diggs, and Dylan Sauer. So we're gonna have a nice little battle between all these guys. Paul Miles is moving. He is a man on a mission.
Oh yeah, I bet he's pleased with that.
Twitch.tv/Milo the First with a 1.
True.
If you want to go watch that guy, I don't know if he's in VR or not.
No, he doesn't play CC in game.
Okay, but he did Daytona in VR.
True.
Billingsley having a look on Blaine Hall.
Yeah, it's funny because Miles is a notorious good wet driver, and he's with a great car in the wet as well. So this is the recipe for success.
Yeah, and he's got himself into the top 10 now.
Yeah. I see Billingsley making moves, trying to.
Yeah, Billingsley's all over the back end of Blaine Hall there. As they come down the hill through the kink into the chicane. I mean, props to Blaine for getting an Audi in the rain into P5.
True.
No small feat.
Car.
So both of the McLarens that qualified P1 and P2 have crashed. And now we have a Mercedes leading the race. Sam Suniga looks like he's in the pit.
Oh.
Gonna do a bit of an undercut possibly, or maybe he sees that the rain is starting to increase. I don't know what you would do. Go in there and change pressure or something like that. I don't know.
Yes, normal thing would be for you to put something with higher pressures because more rain means less temperature.
Yep.
So it would be a good move to do.
So the track is upgraded to damp now. So Dylan Beveridge pit, and that's going to let Paul Miles have some room to run. I don't know if Beveridge got tired of being stuck behind Vicini or not, but he has gone in. Miles has Diggs, Sauer, and Fantazzi behind him. And Sauer looks like he is trying to make a move.
Seems like another backed up group.
Yep.
Could be interesting.
Yeah, Milo is pretty well controlling that That little 4-pack there. We got Billingsley and Blaine Hall side by side. Coming out of the hairpin. They touch. Going up the hill to the Schumacher S.
There's
Billingsley backs out. Ooh, buddy. I thought they were both dead. Billingsley's giving him some flashes. Probably saying, alright.
There is true places you don't go side by side in this track. Those are called Schumacher S and Vidal chicane. You don't. Just don't.
Yeah, I think Billingsley just got a better exit out of the hairpin, and they ended up side by side.
Yes.
Dylan Sauer does not want to be behind Max Diggs anymore. He's looking for anywhere to get that Ferrari moving.
Max Diggs also with an unusual car. Normally a Mercedes doing the Aston for this season.
Yep. Yeah, lots of people driving different cars this season. Paul Miles in the Aston, Max Diggs in the Aston.
Benito ready to make a move.
Is Benito making a move? What is he doing? Yep, side by side with Chris Pennycook. He has got it done. Pennycook gets a better exit, but has to check up behind Benito. They go to the final corner. Here comes Eric grooming that rider. He's going to have a ton of straightaway speed.
Can he challenge Pennycook? No, I guess not. Too far.
Yeah, no, he's not going to be close enough to make a dive.
How's his best lap though? 2:04.1 his best lap. I'm guessing it's not easy to drive this car on the rain in Nurburgring. Just a guess.
Go back up here to Max Diggs and Dylan Sauer as they continue to battle out. It looks like Louis Castro is going to make a move on Ricciardi. Not quite close enough in his Walmart Aston Martin racing car.
Walmart?
Probably needs to take that thing back and return it after killing Dylan Sauer. Just exchange it for a new one. I don't think Walmart will ask questions.
Yeah, get some gift coupon or something like that.
Oh, Bullet R34 in chat saying, hey, Sandbag and other commentator. Other commentator. Uh-oh, Ricciardi is off. I think he got some of that snap oversteer. Other commentator, excuse me?
And the other legend.
That is offensive. As one of the people who broadcasts every week.
Welcome, Bullet.
Wow.
Love it.
No, you're fine. I'm just giving you a hard time.
Yeah. Welcome, Bullet. Very good people. Very good people. Bullet is.
I mean, Thiago the Sandman Alves transcends everybody. He's the most famous one of us all.
That's a lie. What do you mean? Like, no.
Oh.
Man, no.
Carl Big is chasing down Stasiv. He's down within a second. Neither one of them have pit yet, so we'll see if there's an undercut or an overcut. Or
Yeah, I see some contrast because Bentley's very good on rain in the naturally, but Stasiv's so good with setups. He may have made the Mercedes good in the.
Lewis Hamilton Fan Club, President of Brazil. All right.
Let's just say I'm not a fan. Let's just not a fan.
So Billingsley has decided to pit to get away from Blaine Hall. Dylan Sauer looked like he was going to try to make a move on Max Diggs, but ran a little wide. So we still have Miles, Diggs, Sauer, and Fantazzi kind of grouped up together.
Yeah, apparently Fantazzi did not felt too much of that bump. Looks like the car's good. He's
Yeah.
up to 9.
Yeah, hasn't pit yet and has got it in the top 10.
Yeah.
But Sauer constantly testing Diggs is allowed Miles to get a little bit of breathing room.
Just an update, Mike Jackson forfeit the race. He's 6 laps down.
Mike Jackson has called it. Yeah, it's kind of one of those things where... Oh, Carl Big into the pit. So he is going to... A little bit of an undercut. Yeah, Mike Jackson, I mean, he probably picked up so much damage, and considering the pace of the field,
He
and
knows the wind's not in the cards.
yeah, the win is not in the cards, and if you're frustrated and you go out there and you're angry with yourself and, you just cause more issues. Max digs into the pit. That's going to allow Dylan Sauer to have a look at Paul Miles, who finds himself in P6. He's going to be happy with that.
Oh, Miles. Whoa, I knew he was good, but not that good. That's a wonderful job.
Down in P13, Hans Wustenberg, the top of the AM class, is going to dive into the pit, 30-minute mark, followed by Benito Garza as Eric Groom rockets down the front straight. Got David Miller chasing down John Wright.
Nicolas Alvarado met the wall.
Bullet says a minute 30 damage for Mike Jackson, so
Oh,
I feel really bad because he was way out in front. Carl
I
Big
think
out of the pit.
Alvarado destroyed his car in the lap curve.
Oh no.
Let me get that replay real quick. Oof. That's not a little bit of damage, that's a lot.
We are halfway through this race. Dylan Sauer has caught Paul Miles.
Yeah, just about Nicolas Alvarado, he did have great 24 of Daytona, fastest lap of the team, fourth fastest lap of the race. But he had several problems in the 10 hours of Silverstone. He was killed twice in the first lap in ACDC assesses to races, and now he just thrown the car on the wall.
Oh yeah, as we see him, I've got your replay up.
There it is.
So he's coming around back end. Looks like people are just losing grip.
Yeah.
Oh, and
Even like a strong turn.
so he's turned against the wall in wet grass.
Yeah.
So that's not going to be easy to get out of, and that's why he has dropped. Dylan Sauer eats the end of the pit wall. What on earth? So he is facing the wrong direction in the pit exit, or the pit entry. And he is Austin Powers bumping into walls and barriers. Just tow it.
Austin.
His car. Can you grab the replay?
Of course. No. That's
Yep.
the worst thing.
Bullet, just call me Turner or hate you or
I hate you.
yeah, Dylan. I think Dylan's gonna park it. Because unless that's where his pit box is at. But he ate the end of that pit entry wall. Did you find the replay on it?
I got it.
All right, let's get our broken replay. Hang on just a second. Okay, you are live. He's got Paul Miles, and he decides to go ahead and pit. And he's coming in too fast, and just, oh my god. And then just a comedy of errors trying to get that thing pointed straight.
Whoa.
That, welcome to Nurburgring, everybody.
Yes. It's not the easiest pit straight to reach.
So, Stasov is P7 after his pit.
Oh, great job.
Actually, P8 as our timing catches up. But Nick Alvarado is behind him. But 20 some odd seconds back, like 22 seconds.
Technically, Carl Big is P1.
Yep, Carl Big gonna be P1 once the pit cycle finishes.
Well,
Good old ACC live timing, trying to figure out what it's doing. So we're gonna watch
that's a classic case of undercut. Awesome job.
Sam Saniga and Warren have caught Pennycook, who Pennycook has yet to pit. And is a silver. I don't know why Warren is flashing him. Pennycook doesn't have to move.
Yes.
Like, I know that you're in a different category, but
Oh, the sand.
Yeah, so Warren makes it through. Siniga is checked up behind Penny Cook and is now going to dive on the inside.
Warren's so much back. I think he actually felt as well as Fantasy that incident. Maybe on damage.
Yeah, Fantazi P4 has
Yeah.
gotten up behind Paul Miles. I mean, they have yet to pit. And I think that is Lukey behind them, who is P30 right now. Twitch TV .ilset. If you want to go
that's
check
well.
out Lukey.
Twitch TV / Scuderia Fantasy. SUDERERIA Fantasy, like this.
We got Benito Garza and John Wright side by side. I think Benito's made it by. Little flash to say thank you. Well, that was fun. Little side by side action. Coming down the hill. The chicane.
Fantasy making to look moves.
Looks like, oh, somebody else is going to eat the pit entry wall. Who was that in an Audi? What on earth? Was that Blaine Hall?
Oh no.
And now he's passing people on the pit entry. Did Blaine just hit the pit entry wall? Fantazi also in the pit. And Savaders are down the end of the pit lane. So I think that was Brian Curzon that was coming to the pit, and Blaine Hall decided to pass him on the pit entry after hitting the wall. Let me know when you find that replay.
I'm gonna search it right now. Sorry, it's loading.
Oh yeah, you're fine. I know I did this last week. I did your job last week, and it does take forever with all the, because it has to load the all the liveries every time. So you kind of click it and then you wait.
Can't wait to see Assetto Corsa Mobile.
Yeah. So everybody show Tiago some love in the chat for dealing with the replay stuff, because it is a gigantic pain. But without it, you wouldn't get to see all these people crashing.
True. The fun part of things.
Yeah. That's the whole reason we're here.
The same thing Zawa did. Got the replay.
Alright. I'm going to bring up your replay screen here. Alright, we are live. So Blaine was he catching? And then he goes into the pit.
Same thing.
Yeah, just rotates.
Twice, but it's well.
Now watch his pit entry, because Brian goes by him. And I think Blaine is angry, so Blaine decides to go ahead and overtake Brian into the pit. What is going on today?
Maybe some frustration right there.
Is it a full moon?
Werewolves on the track.
Dude. Castro on digs for P17. So Louis trying to salvage something after that that turn one. Carl Big has overtaken Eric Groom, although Eric has yet to pit. Yeah, Carl is your leader, followed by Stasov, Warren, Suniga, and Billingsley. Jorgensen's back out there.
If Mr. Big gets this win, it will be the second in a row. In 2 rounds, will put him in a very comfortable position in the championship.
Yeah, he had a commanding win last week.
Yes. Ran away, never looked back.
Yeah, from the green flag, he just absolutely checked out. So this is Alvarado on Beverage. Alvarado's going to make a move going into the chicane. I don't know if Beverage lifted. And now Beverage has eaten both of those sausage curbs. You can eat a lot of curbs in the Bentley, but not that many. Sam Saniga and Warren have gotten together, I believe, going into turn 1. We're going to need a replay of that.
Of course. Let's see it.
Didn't Big also do a 24-hour? No, yeah, Carl Big, Paul Miles, Nick Alvarado,
Skin on skin.
There you go, some skin on skin. They were part of, a lot of these guys did the 10-hour with Jimmy Broadbent and Jardier and all those guys. But yeah, they were in the Aston on Silverstone for a 10-hour yesterday. We have yet to get Carl Big to join us for an iRacing endurance event. One day.
I got it.
Okay.
That's unfortunate.
Let me grab your replay screen here. I don't know why it takes long to load. Okay, you are live. So they're coming down the front straight, going into turn 1. Is that a send or just didn't brake enough?
I think he braked late because on rain, look at this, he brakes after the 100. Slightly
Yeah.
after, not this precise line, but yeah, after the 100.
Yeah, and the other thing to keep in mind, if that's Sam Siniga, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, he's playing on a controller, so he doesn't have a force feedback wheel. He doesn't have, load cell brake pedal. The guy's driving on an Xbox controller or something like that.
Yeah. Which is crazy to get those times that he gets. P7 in a very stacked grid. That's awesome.
Yeah, Brian, silver class. I mean, your front silver class car is P13 with Dimitri Dorsius, and then Riccardi in P16. Yeah, Castro and Diggs have caught Dorsius, so that's going to be... Dorsius runs a little bit wide. So Dorsius being in silver and Diggs being in pro, I don't know if Dorsius is going to get out of the way or if he's just going to run his line. Diggs is going to have a look going into the chicane. Castro's going to go too late.
I think he was very polite and just gave position to avoid trouble.
Yeah, so that's good awareness by Dorsius there.
Excellent.
Scott Chin is racing this season, yep. He is P32. M-Class driving the Aston. Scott Chin is one of my I know he's not one of the fast guys, but he's always got his head on a swivel. He gets out of the way. If he's ever blue flagged, he makes a good effort to move.
Yeah. Very thoughtful, very, very clean, very good.
Yeah, he's got good racecraft. Back here in P25, a couple BMWs. We got the 2 949 guys and then Joy Meliti.
Oh,
So we got a 3-way BMW battle.
all silvers. So it's really a battle.
Yeah. As they come screaming down the front straight. Penny Cook right on the back of Meliti. He's going to look on the inside. Not close enough. You have what?
I have suspicions Stasiv may visit B. He's lapping around half a second faster.
Yeah, he's about a second behind right now. Meliti doing his best to hold off Pennycook. I think it's funny that all the BMWs are all bunched up together.
Are those all of the BMWs?
I think. Do we only have 3? I don't know that anybody else is driving one.
I truly don't know that as well. 3. And those are it.
Alvarado making a move on Jorgensen going into T1. He's going to make that stick.
Another props to Bruno Fantozzi after that incident. He already pitted and he's still P10. Still lapping very good.
Yeah, having a good drive in that Ferrari.
Yeah, 2018 last lap around. That's very good.
Yeah, BMW's breakdown, you can just borrow a part off the other one. I mean, that's fair. So Pennycook did get by. We weren't watching it when it happened, but Pennycook chasing down his teammate in Shane Reese. Yeah, a good silver battle back there in 23, 24, 25.
Okay, let's see it.
So now everybody is kind of spread out. You got Victor, Flash, and Scobie back in P30. Is Victor?
Victor had a great qualifying. Something must have happened.
I don't know if he got caught up in an incident or something like that. We're up to 26 incidents.
Yeah, we were busy. I cannot go back and find what happened to him.
So Victor car 387, he had an incident about the 9-minute mark with car 26.
26, Luke.
Yep, so that's Lukey. So that's two silver drivers probably fighting each other in the rain.
Victor passed Mr. Scooby.
Very nice. We got Wusenberg. He's trying to make a move on Scott Chin. Pit wall took how many of those incidents? I mean, the pit wall is the number one killer today.
Yes.
It has at least 2 confirmed kills so far.
B facing traffic. Stassi coming hot.
Yeah, Stasov's coming hot.
Oh.
Got Sam Saniga making a move on Eric Groom, although Eric hasn't pit yet. He's doing that drive it to the last minute and then pit. See how far you can get through the field and then how many spots you can keep. Which he tried that at Zolder and I believe he crashed.
Yes.
Or his game crashed because he ended up in the woods.
yeah,
Oh, Saniga drifting.
Imagine controller drift in a PlayStation.
Yeah, Saniga drifted the Schumacher S on a controller in a Bentley.
Very light car. Very light.
Yeah, it was a very nimble car.
Yes.
So Saniga is about to catch Wustenberg and Chin, who are battling.
Actually, Loveless Fur offers a great point. Eric haven't pitted, and it's like we're 3/4 into the race.
Yeah, Eric, he's trying to wait as long as he possibly can to pit and get as many spots as he can, so you can see how many he can keep.
Wow, but I'm guessing he actually either nailed the pressures or is very confident in his driving.
It's just Eric Groom.
Yes.
He's a madman.
And he's a very fast driver, I may admit.
Wustenberg making a move going into T1. He's going to make that stick on Chin. Saniga's going to sneak by.
Right.
Hopefully. Try to go around the outside. So,
Let's make a move.
yeah, Louis Castro chasing Max Diggs. A little Aston on Aston down the straight. We'll see if Louis can get enough of a toe and then make a move going into turn 1.
I think he has the run.
Pulls out.
Not a bit.
Maybe a little too early. I think Max is betting on Louis being too far back and pulling out of the draft a little bit too early.
Well played by Max.
Yeah, he could pit on the final lap. There is no pit window. So you can do whatever you want to do.
Technically, he can cross the line pitting if he wants.
Alvarado P7 has caught up to Eric Groom as they make their way by, I believe, a back marker. Nick's going to get caught behind. And the back marker is going to lift and let them go. Good job. Yeah, Nick trying to get around Eric. Probably yelling at him, calling him a baboon, flashing him.
True.
Nick's got to run.
Offer resistance, yeah. He'll not, he
Yeah.
knows
Yeah.
that he's off schedule. He knows everything.
Well, Eric also last week, he crashed, I think, because there was too many cars. I think his game just died because of all the cars.
Oh, you mean
So-
last Sunday, yeah.
Yeah, last Sunday in week 1, his game crashed out. And he was talking about pulling out of the series, but... So it's good to see him here and making it through pretty much all of the race, knock on wood. Hope he doesn't crash. Okay, up at the front, Stasiv is within a second of Carl Big.
Ooh.
So Stasiv's going to try to make it interesting in the last couple of minutes here.
They're lapping very evenly. 2 tenths between them.
Yeah, I think...
Has 11 minutes full.
Does Stasiv have the fastest lap of the race with a 2:01.2?
2:01.2.
Yeah.
No, 2:009 by Nicolas Alvaro. Of course.
Oh, yeah. Alright.
Let me see if Mike Jackson. No, Mike Jackson does not have it. Yeah, but the Merc is flying. I sense the Merc's getting sector 1, but for some reason is losing a lot in sector 2 and 3.
Yeah, so Blaine Hall, after eating the pit entry wall, has caught John Jorgensen and is going to try to move for P8. John Jorgensen, who, remember, he's the one who crashed before the pit entry. So Blaine just kind of scoots by. I don't know if John let him go,
Let him go.
but that looked way too... we got a car off the track ahead of them. I'm not sure who it is,
Wait, I can see a number.
but somebody was off.
Car 60, car 55? I was car 55, yeah. Mr. Scott Chin.
Okay. Gutchin probably trying to get out of the way of blue flag cars, and like, he'll wreck his own race to get out of the way. Oh, Eric Groom runs wide.
It was the same thing, but he was offline in the after Vido chicane.
Yeah, I think Eric just got a bad line or carried too much speed, or his tires are just completely gone.
Stasiv.
Yeah, Bullet, I think Stasiv is in the only Mercedes.
Half a second faster last lap around.
Yeah, he has caught Carl.
And Carl's caught traffic.
Yep. Good old traffic, the equalizer.
That'll be spicy. Look ahead.
Although Stasov's car has Corvette racing on the back, so is it a Mercedes? Is it a Corvette? We don't know.
It's disgusting, but yeah. The driver's good, but the liver is disgusting, if you ask me.
Yeah, they've caught the Lexus
Oh my god.
and Joey Meliti in the BMW. And then, is that Victor in the Ferrari, the Castrol Ferrari? Carl flashing, barging his way through. He is not waiting for anybody.
It's Mr. Riley in P24.
Okay, Riley. So Carl gets through traffic pretty easily. Stasiv gets held up a little bit.
Stasiv's flashing just for kicks.
Well, he's flashing Meliti to let him know, hey, when I get to you, you need to get out of my way, because I'm trying to win this race.
Yeah.
Nick Alvarado, Sam Saniga, there's just a giant gaggle of people. It looks like Bjorn got run wide, trying to get out of the way.
Stasiv passed through.
Yeah, Stasiv's almost 2 seconds back from Carl, but we got Nick Alvarado 4 tenths back from Sam Saniga, trying to get into the top 5 after crashing. So a heck of a recovery for Nick with the fastest lap of the race so far.
Oh, Meliti almost rear-end Stasiv. Whoa. He was very sensible and actually took his car away because he knew he was going to have some problems.
Yeah, it's one of those you know you're gonna hit him, so you ditch it,
Yeah.
and you might eat some grass or something like that.
They find Riley and they pass it, and Stasiv catches up.
Yeah, Stasiv is back behind Carl Big.
Oh,
Trying to
this is getting spicy.
Trying to keep an eye on Nick Alvarado and Sam Saniga's time as well. But yeah, Stasiv is still closer. Nick Alvarado half a second back from Sam Saniga. We have battles down the board. We've got Dorcius, who's trying to make a move on Castro. Beverage on Paul Miles. Paul Miles, P11, is probably going to pick up P10 because Eric Groom is finally in the pit with 6 minutes to go. David Miller just flies past Riley. I don't know if Riley's got it damage, but Miller in that Lexus. Pennycook is right behind his buddy Shane Reese. I don't know if he'll make a move or if they're just going to try to finish out that way. Back to Nick Alvarado and trying to catch Samsoniga. So you got Nick Alvarado, who used to run keyboard mouse, against Samsoniga, who is currently on a controller.
Yes.
And both of them were super fast with peripherals, I guess you could call them.
Has a run.
Yeah, Alvarado, he's looking, there's nowhere to go. He doesn't want to get offline going into that chicane.
Funny thing is, Alvarado in Octane Light Sim Racing, he followed the Bentley and he complained about following a Bentley and he lost to the Bentley and he's now following a Bentley again.
Yep, history repeats itself.
Yes, it's very short.
Now, with 5 minutes to go, does Alvarado go here?
I don't think so.
He moves over like he's going to look. That is a heck of a send if he does it. But now he's going to tuck back in. Oh, Soniga runs way wide. Makes it way easy for Alvarado. I don't care about them anymore. Back up to Stasiv, who is 4/10 behind Carl Big, but runs a little bit deep into the corner. Stasiv doing everything that he can. Lukey spun like 6 times as he picked a dry setup by accident.
Oh.
Oof.
No.
That
That's a very common mistake. You go to the pits, you put dry sets instead of wet.
yeah. So about 4.5 minutes to go. Can Carl Big hold on for win number 2 in week number 2? And then we're going to make him drive a GT4 for the rest of the season. Because it's not fair.
Yeah. I think the GTR that he ran last season was pretty much a ballast, a self-imposed ballast.
Yeah. Well, I was talking to Carl before week 1, and he was like, well, I feel like Zolder is the best track for the Bentley out of the whole entire season, then everything else is kind of meh. And now now granted, if the 2 McLarens hadn't crashed out, we'd probably be having a different conversation, but he was up there.
Yeah, but the thing is, the Bentley is also very good on rain, so rain
Yeah.
favors the Bentley and the Porsche. Not that he only won because of that, because he is a fast driver, we all know that.
So you see Carl going offline and then coming back online. I wonder if he's going over there to pick up some water to try to cool his tires down if they're getting a little warm. Because people will do that, right? If there's a dry line that forms, which I don't know that there is.
No, there's not. Track stamp and the rain's only increasing, it's never decreasing.
Oh, Stasov's going to have a look.
Stasiv is gaining massively in Sector 1 and it's dropping Sectors 2 and 3.
Yep, Carl, a little wiggle there coming out of that corner. We're going to pop back real quick to Castro and Diggs, because Castro is right behind Diggs. But they're driving the same car, so passing is proving to be difficult.
Just a side fact to actually compliment someone, Ryan Cody, AMP17, ahead of almost all silvers every AM.
I
and
told
a
you,
lot of
Ryan Cody doesn't count.
pros. Because he's a cheater, yes.
Yeah, because he's learning. So Shane Reese and his teammate Pennycook have caught John Wright. But John Wright is an AM, and he's ahead of a bunch of silver cars, so good job, John Wright.
Yeah.
Representing. He's P2 in AM currently. David Miller P3 in AM. I believe Dorcius in P14 is still our leading silver, followed by Riccardi in 16, and then Shane Reese in P22. Eric Groom is still in the pit, and is dropped down to P20. I think he's being released now. Stasiv 3/10 back. 2 minutes to go.
Nicholas already caught Warren?
So is this going to be final lap? Because we are under 2 minutes to go. As the leaders round the final corner. Or are they going to have... Yep. Final lap. Carl Big. Michael Stasiv. Stasiv's going to have a look. Too far back. Carl takes the apex. Yeah, Nick Alvarado on Warren as they come down across the line. Nick Alvarado is right behind him. He's going to have a run. Warren's going to move over to be defensive. So Nick's going to try to go around the outside. Maybe try the cutback. They're going to touch. Nick's going to get run a little bit wide. He's going to tuck back in.
You really needed that inside into Mercedes.
Yeah, but he is not letting him go. I'm going to jump back up to Stasiv. Are you watching Alvarado?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to do a little side-by-side action here.
Great.
Stasiv gets caught up by a back marker. Well, there you go, folks. This is the battle for P1 and P2 and P4 and P5. On the final lap of the race.
Warren's lapping very much slower than he's used to. Maybe the GTR is not so good on rain. Nicolas Alvarado is a man on them since the start of the race.
Yeah, I think Stasiv got held up by a back marker and he has lost a second to Carl Big. So unless Carl makes a mistake going into that final chicane or in the final corner, he is going to win this race. And he's going to have a huge gap in the championship points.
Alvarado caught. Can he create a run for the chicane? Can he? I don't think he can. He's not close enough.
Carl Big flashing as he crosses the line in P1.
Another win?
Stasiv P2. Billingsley 8 seconds back is going to take P3.
Alvarado almost rear ends Warren and now it's obligated to let go. That's unfortunate. He doesn't get P4.
Yep, so Warren's going to hold on and take P4. Nick's going to have P5. Samsonite is going to be P6. Lane Hall will be P7. Vanatazzi rounds the corner for P8.
Whoa.
John Jorgensen, with Paul Miles right behind him, they're going to make it interesting. Coming out of the final corner, does Miles have a run? Miles has a run. Miles is going to take him at the line to steal P9.
Whoa.
Paul Miles, amazing exit in that final corner. Jorgensen is going to now slide his car in frustration. Paul Miles is going to be flipping out right now.
Miles is having the weekend of his life on racing. P2 on the 24 hours and P9 in this very stacked grid.
Wow. Dylan Beveridge P11, Max Diggs P12. Louis Castro is going to be P13 as he does his cooldown lap. Dimitri Dorshis wins silver in P13. Riccardi P14. Vicini P15. Ryan Cody wins AM.
Oh,
Rados, we didn't hear much from Rados today. Comes in 17.
true. I don't
He had a
know.
really quiet race. Benito Garza, who I think is inside Rados right now, comes in P18. Eric Groom 19, John Wright 20. Reese and Penny Cook are going to finish 21 and 22. Or no, I'm sorry, 22 and 23. People are leaving, so it's messing up my timing screen.
Yes.
And you can see the rest from there. Man.
That was a race. We should probably screenshot the instance because we're gonna need that for instant review, which happens every
Yes.
Thursday among ourselves.
Yes, every Tuesday, Penalty Review will take a look at all the incidents. We started on incident 3 and ended on incident 34. So you do the math, that's 31. And that's just what the incident tracker caught. There could be others that we don't know about. So then, from all of us here at New World Sim Racing, we wish you a wonderful rest of your Labor Day weekend if you are a U.S. citizen. I don't know if anybody else does Labor Day, probably not. Tiago, you have a holiday tomorrow as well.
We do 7. It's not holidays like I meant, so we just cut it up. It's 7 September, Independence.
Right on. So you get a day off. I get a day off. Everybody else gets a day off.
I will sleep myself out because I can't stand driving right now.
Exactly. I don't want to drive a car. I'm probably gonna miss tomorrow, multi-class Monday.
Yeah,
Um,
very well deserved.
but yeah. So thank you for all of the New World Sim Racing. If you want to join in on some of this action, exclamation point Discord in the chat. We do multi-class on Monday. We've started getting into some hosted iRacing sessions on Wednesday. We have the Pint series on Sunday. If you're around this weekend, you saw that we're doing iRacing Endurance as well. But just get in the Discord, hang out, chit chat with people. A lot of the time, there's just people just hanging out in the voice chat, talking about random whatever, posting weird stuff in the voice dump. But yeah, come on in and say hi. And my screen just went blank for a second. That was fun. So Tiago, have a good rest of your weekend.
Yes, thank you so much, Chris. You guys also have a wonderful weekend, wonderful week. Take care of yourselves, take care of each other as always. Thank you so much, Chris.
Thank you, sir.